he's where I'm hunting. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Alright, it's Thursday, 8 o'clock. Got some news last night. My 4-year-old son broke his arm, and so I wanted to talk with my wife. They didn't get back until midnight East Coast time, so I was waiting around for them to wake up. And while waiting, I just kind of drove around. I still don't have a solid morning setup, just because of the way the wind's blowing and other hunters and stuff like that. And to go in dark and try to find a place just wouldn't be fruitful, in my opinion. In this particular area that I went to the first night I was here, this morning as I was driving around, I saw a doe go into that area, and about 100 yards behind her was a buck. Of course, it was just a gray light, so they might be in this area, but it's a grind. And then to hear the news and not being home with my wife dealing with the broken arm of a 4-year-old hurts. It's tough. But we talked. He's good. My wife's good. And I'm gonna go see if we can't chase down a buck. So I've been walking around. I kicked up some deer. And see that tree behind me? All the branches. That's what all the trees are like. Nearly impossible to climb without cutting. So I guess I'm just gonna have to do a ground game and hope for the best. It's a little frustrating. The hunting challenge is real, people. Alright guys, I'm in for an afternoon sit. It's been a rough day. Not being able to be with my son and my wife after he broke his arm. He's doing good though. For a 4-year-old. Mom and Dad. I'm just thankful we got a whole church family that's caring for and loving on my wife and my son. I actually had the thought of going home, but it's pretty tough. But anyway, same old song and dance. It's hot, but I've seen does in this area, and this morning from the road, I saw a good buck just across the street from this property. Maybe he'll come over. Fingers crossed, man. It's been a grind. Not only hunting, just emotional, physical. It's tough. I'm just leaning into God right now because it's been hard. There's a buck over there. I just prayed. And I see him walking. He grunted, so I grunted back. I can't see him right now. Nice foggy 55-degree morning. It was tough getting out of bed this morning. Give it a shot. Going back to the same setup as last night. Alright guys, going as light as possible, so I'm not bringing my sticks, my saddle, my platform. I just got a chair. I don't know if you can see it or not. A little fold up chair. And my ghillie jacket. And we're going for a walk. We got on some deer this morning, but no bucks, so I'm just checking out. This is on the other side of the lake where I saw that buck the first time at this piece, so we'll see what happens. Here we go. I've walked quite a ways, and I can't see evidence of human pressure, but there's so much edge. I mean, look at this. Anywhere. And the only food source, well, as far as ag, is soybean. A few hundred yards up that way. I doubt I'll be hunting today. It's hunting, but I'm doing scouting. This brings a whole new meaning to the hunting challenge, for real. For real. I have very little experience on public land. I give a lot of credit to those guys. I can get it done consistently and on good bucks on public land. Alright, wrapping up that scouting mission. It's around 3:30. That was a 2-mile plus jaunt. I went all the way to the back of this piece. There's no way to access it except on foot. Figured there wouldn't be any human pressure. And I didn't see any signs of it. But it's so vast. It's so vast that There's no kind of funnel, no pinch point. They can bed anywhere. That's tough. I mean, you could do spot and stalk, but you'd almost have to do it tonight with a good spot and scope, which I don't have, and just kind of creep around the trails, the walking trails, I guess. But there's this little place right around the corner. I might grab a couple sticks and find a tree, finish out the night. Alright, I'm in a new spot just off the road, and look what I find. Granted, it's probably at night, but so, not really any trees. I mean, better off the ground. The canopy's so low that if I get in a tree, I'm not gonna have a shot. So I'm just hustling back to the car. This is a shot in the dark here. Hopefully no pun intended, but the sign looks good. But there's a lot of commotion on the street. So we'll see what happens. Swap out and grab my ghillie suit. There's a lady fishing, a small game hunter. I don't know which way he went. But nonetheless, he's where I'm hunting. You gotta be freaking kidding me. This is ridiculous. This is so frustrating. He went right where I was gonna go.